Would you rather read a dictionary or the Bible?
The Bible. The Bible, like, I mean, it has like a lot of stories in it. Like, I mean, I took a class. I mean, like, I've always kind of read the Bible, but like that was like in church and shit. But I took a class in college that was like, it took the Bible as a piece of literature, not like fucking faith. Like, you know how people preach it and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like they like dissect it as a piece of literature. And like, I mean, there's like a lot of fucking stories in there, like whether like they're fucked up or not. But like, there's a lot of stories in there. Like the whole point of the stories is like to like teach you some kind of lesson. Mm-hmm. But some of the stories really are fucked up.
I've never read the Bible, so I would never.
Are you like, are you a religious person or?
I mean, I am to an extent because I feel like growing up like Catholic, like just in like a Mexican family, like that was always what, like I did my first communion, I did my confirmation, I did all the classes and shit. But like right now, like I can't remember the last time I went to church or like Jesus a convention. I don't have. Wait. When's the last time you went to church?
Last time I went to church.
Before we answer this, how many religious tattoos do you have?
Like, I feel like this is the only like real religious one. Like,
there's an angel on the flip side of that, man.
But like, this is supposed to like represent the angel that's like watch over me and my mom and shit. You know, like that's some cute
which is
shit.
Religious.
Yeah,
that's religious.
Yes,
angel's a religious concept.
I also have like fear of God like down my shin.
So you have a ton.
Recently got it.
Yeah, but like the fear
I feel
of God,
like you owe God a visit right now. You gotta go to church.
The fear of God one though is more of like a mentality kind of thing. It's like I fear no man, but like God Himself.
That's religious.
Did y'all plan this?
All right, so when was the church thing?
Wait, what?
Last time I went to church, I went. As I say, I went on Ash Wednesday, but I didn't. You know what I mean? But like, I usually I started working on Sunday so my mom could go to church, and like that's where like a lot of my
so you sacrificed.
Yeah, you know, like on some like holy shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, I mean, that's like my mom is like the one that's like really, really religious, and like I'm a mama's
makes
boy,
more
like,
sense for her to
yeah, go. And then like she'd always like hate that she'd work Sundays because she couldn't go, and like this has been like probably like 3-4 years. You know what I mean? So like, but when I can go to church with her, I do. You know, sometimes she'll ask me.
Okay, so when's the last time? I feel like you walked around that question.
No, I mean like. I know I went last year, like for Ash Wednesday.
Okay.
Like, you know, because I got the little shit, you know?
Yeah,
I mean?
Like, what'd you give up for Lent?
For Lent?
Actually, it just happened.
Yeah. It was this last Wednesday, actually.
Yeah, it was. But
you see people were saying it's Ash Wednesday because
of what?
Euphoria. Because of Ashtray.
Is it still like recent enough to like bleep that out, you know, so we don't ruin it for people? Because like Michael hasn't finished it yet.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, but I know that motherfucker gets capped.
Bro, but people, did you? I'm all in for the spoilers.
Twitter doesn't let you.
Dude, that shit pissed me off. I was in Mexico when a lot of those new episodes were coming out, and I would literally get I get it. Obviously, whatever, people are able to do whatever they want, but I'm like, bro, y'all literally like live tweet that shit.
They're just
and then they come up with these fucking theories that make no sense.
I love a good theory though.
I wish.
I mean, yeah, but like sometimes,
huh?
It got ruined for him because he was like barely on like the first season.
Yeah, I'm on episode 7.
Okay, but
like,
that's kind of your fault though.
But no, but like, it's like they didn't even give him a chance because as soon as the episode drops, it's like people are like spoiling it.
No, seriously, it's like they live tweet that shit. I literally went on my phone because I knew I wasn't gonna be able to watch it while I was in Mexico, and I muted all of the words like Rue, Euphoria, like
smart.
I would still have shit come up, bro. Ooh. And I'm like, dude, fuck.
Because they misspelled shit.
No, yeah, or they'll like have this other fucking explanation where they tie into it, and I'm just like, dude, you guys suck. Like,
yeah,
some people like legit made that show their whole personality. Like that's all weird. They would, you know. It's a good show. It's a good show.
I love Fez, bro. Like the shit he wears. Like, bro, he's wearing Supreme, he's wearing Palace, he's wearing fucking like Ralph Lauren.
Dude, a lot of those characters are wearing these like expensive ass, like even Rue, like she was wearing like something that you wouldn't ever really think to be.
And it's like fucking like $1,000 pair of jeans.
Yep.
Yeah. And like she's supposed to be
damn,
like homeless.
HBO's got it like that. She's not homeless.
But no, like, look, I don't know what I mean, but like she's
right.
But
more
no,
rugged, right.
Like
in high school.
Fez's fits though, like I just love that they played like kind of homage to like
Mac Miller.
I mean, well, like this, no, like
just because he kind of looks like him.
No, I meant like street fashion. You know what I mean? Like it's not like every fucking show you watch, they have like motherfuckers wearing Supreme, Palace, Bape, and shit like that.
Yeah.
He was wearing all that shit, and I was like, that was hella dope to see. It was like, damn.
Yeah, one thing about Fez though, like he's a cool character so far from what I've seen, but I feel like his job is really easy to act. I feel like I could act as Fez. Like
He's all, sign me up.
Serious, bro. You just gotta slur your words.
Damn,
There's audition tape.
He's like, HBO, hit me up. I could do a way better job, bro.
Hey, I could.
Oh shit.
Damn. All right.
Fuck fest.
Send me
Yeah, we're with an actor now. We're in the fucking presence
in
of
the
an
presence
actor.
of fucking gold.
Greatness. Nothing but greatness.
Real quick, let's get back to Ash Wednesday because did you give anything up for it?
No, dude. I honestly, I would say,
I mean, second chance right here. What's up? What are you giving up for Ash Wednesday?
I'll give up soda.
Soda? You don't even drink soda.
I had a phase where about
people that go to the gym don't drink soda.
You're right. I mean, I had a phase where I didn't drink like soda at all, like for probably like a year. And then I just kind of like kept that up. And then all of a sudden I would just be like, dude, a Sprite sounds hella good, you know? Dude, or like a Coca-Cola, sometimes that shit just hits.
I'm about to tell you like how much of a mama's boy I am right now. So like my mom's diabetic. Right. Oh, okay. So like when I was younger,
my dad is too.
I'd always drink soda in front of her and I felt bad. And one day, like when I was like 8, I just like looked on her face. I was like, damn, she can't even drink a soda. So I haven't really like drank soda since I was like 8. I made that decision when I was like 8.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So like I'm a mama's boy, you know, it's like everything she's into, like that's why like, this whole sleeve, I kind of want to be like kind of religious, you know?
Yeah.
Even though I'm not like the most religious person out there. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I know stories in the Bible. Like, you know, there's some fucked up ones like I was saying earlier. Like, bro, okay, I just want to talk about like this fucked up story in the Bible.
All right, go. I
can't like, I'm not gonna know the names exactly. I want to say it's Judas, but it might not be him. But like, this was the most religious person, and then like God and the devil made a deal. Like, I bet like if you took everything away from him, he wouldn't be like so faithful to you. So God took everything away from him. He took his land, he took his kids, he took everything away from him, just to prove to the devil that like he'd still be religious, and he was. But I mean, like. He was miserable for the rest of his life, though. You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
Just to prove, like,
that's where religion gets tricky.
I know.
Yeah,
it's like,
I thought I'm supposed to be reaping the spoils of being faithful to you.
But yeah, that's the thing too. It's like the lesson in that is like, always keep your faith. And it's like he lost his family, he lost his fucking land, he lost everything. Damn. Just because like the devil and like the God made like it's like
dude,
that's pretty fucked up.
That's pretty fucked.
That's heartbreaking.
Have you guys had? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Were you saying? Oh, have you guys had like stories with my family? Just like old times. I have family members that say that they've had like experiences with the devil. You know, like in real, and I feel like especially in Mexico, like you hear a lot about haunted stuff. A lot more than you would hear. Like,
I feel like,
especially your family being in like the mountains, you probably hear everything.
Dude, there's crazy ass stories where you would hear. My brother stayed at one of my parents' like old houses, or at like a family's old house for a while, and he could hear footsteps. Like it was like a 2-story house, and you'd hear footsteps like people yanking on his legs at night and shit, and just some crazy ass shit. And there's a story of like an old story of one of my like distant relatives had like a experience with the devil. I guess he was like kind of like a shit, not like a person, but like shit person. He would like drink a lot. He cheated on his wife and shit, and the relationship wasn't good. And I guess he was walking on this like dirt road, and he like ran into this guy that was like, hey, like, let me help you. Where like, you look like you need help. And he was talking to him, and it was like this, he looked like a normal person from the top. And when he looked down, he had chicken feet.
Oh shit. And
it was just like, and he was just like, yeah, like, don't worry, I will always look after you. And it was like some weird shit. And after that, like, he talked about how like he feels like that was the devil, like talking to him.
Who I'm sorry, who was this that experienced it?
It was one of my relatives that that's what I'm saying. And especially in Mexico, like, I feel like because of like old past times and people that have been living there forever, like there's so much history there where I feel like that shit's possible, because there's people that practice brujeria and shit. And I feel like
I mean,
crazy
for me,
shit.
I feel like like the devil is kind of like it's like hidden in like our lives and shit like that. Like whether that's like temptation.
Yeah.
Whether that's like like I mean you being faithful or like staying true like who you are and shit like that, or like giving into peer pressure. Like I mean, because like, I've never really experienced, like I know we have people on the podcast, they talk about like, like there's fucking demons in my house, there's ghosts. Like I've never like really had that experience.
Damn.
Like with
I
ghosts.
have.
That's what I'm saying. Like I've never had that, but I feel like the devil, like in like for me, I guess, is like in the form of like, temptation, like you're gonna give in, or like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
shit like
bad habits, I guess you could say, like different. You
like
know what I mean?
shit
Like
that's
shit
gonna, like,
that's not good for
it's
you.
gonna like slip you up from your path and like who
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to be. You know? What I mean?
Yeah.
That's the tricky thing about religion too, is that, I mean, that's just kind of life.
Yeah, but
right.
like,
you make mistakes. You go through these shitty situations, and then you kind of learn from them. Exactly.
Yeah. And it's like just they kind of pull any little thing out of life, like that's the devil or like that's God.
Yeah.
That's a tricky
and you know
thing.
what? I can't get behind that completely, just because I'm like, dude, sometimes you just experience really shitty shit because like you kind of have to. Like I have always unfortunately had to learn shit the hard way, because I'm a stubborn person, and I'm just like,
oh yeah,
I push things because I feel like I'm right, and I'll be like, yeah, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and then that shit will come back and bite me in the ass tenfold. You know what I mean?
That's one thing I kind of hate about, I guess, about like life in general, is like you have to fuck up to like learn,
and like really fuck up to and that's the shitty part.
And I feel like sometimes like life does like dish you a lesson, because like I'm not getting into specifics, but like I used to like hella shit on people in like abusive relationships.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like, oh, just leave. Like that's easy. And
yeah.
Just like leave, until like I got into one. And I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
I was like,
it's
never
not.
Could be me.
It's like,
you know what I mean? Like
it's like psychologically fucks with your head.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I was like, dude, like it makes you really think about shit, like all the shit like you said to people, and like how you like,
dude,
felt about a certain thing, and then it happens to you, and you're like,
yeah. I feel it's always like, obviously people are always going to have an opinion on something, but until you yourself are like actually going through it, you don't understand fully.
I feel like the common thing is like how the single person always seems to give like really good like relationship advice until they get in a relationship and they see how hard it is.
Dude, it's because you get sucked into that shit. Like it's
you believe in love, like you're so invested. It's like,
and like you give people the benefit of the doubt a lot of the time, and you're just, because you care about this person, you're like, I'm gonna sacrifice this and this and this, or as I call them, you get like love goggles, and you only see shit because you're so like into the person and like the potential. And that's like one big thing, is like never be with someone because of their potential. You got to be with this person because of how they are in this present moment. Like you can't just imagine that they're gonna be like this fucking rock star, like, you know what I mean? Just like something unrealistic, because naturally your brain's gonna be like, I can see this going into this and this, and then shit doesn't come up like that, and then you're disappointed, but it's only your fault because you assumed that that's how they were gonna be.
Yeah, so like,
no,
that's just dead ass too.
No, she's like, like spot on.
Okay, so like I had a thing. Okay, so like I broke up with my girl for like 2 days. Like, and the reasoning,
shit was hard.
Yeah.
Can I get another? Wait, is there another White Claw or no?
But like the reasoning behind it was kind of like, oh, how's this gonna turn out in the future? Like, am I gonna regret things in the future? And then I'm like, yeah, what the fuck am I doing? Like, I was legitimately happy every fucking day, but I'm thinking I might not be happy in the future, so I'm gonna break it off. But like, I realized like in those 2 days I was fucking miserable,
Dude, and I feel like naturally, like, I mean, I self-sabotage sometimes, and you kind of have to catch yourself in some, because like I feel like you could cross the line from like protecting yourself to self-sabotaging, and like just being like, all right, like this isn't gonna, like, I don't see it going this way, or like they do one wrong thing and you're like, nah, I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like Mike has a point about like what he was saying though, is because like I feel like when you're single, it's like, god damn, y'all heard that shit? It's like when you're single, like, like you're like, there's not like all these girls like hitting on you and shit like that. But as soon as like when you're taken, you feel like it happens.
They would be.
Yeah,
I mean, some people don't have that experience. They get hit on even if they're single or not.
I mean, like, no, like, I mean,
no,
like,
but
humble flex.
no,
no, like,
that was just talking shit.
I mean, I got like
that's a real thing though.
No, but I mean, I got hit on like when I was single, but like I feel like it happens more.
No, yeah,
like,
because I feel like some
taken,
people, yeah,
because it's like, damn, like
some people see you in a different light. They're like, damn, he's kind of unattainable now, or like this person, And some people like, it's like that whole thing. It's like you want what you can't have kind of thing.
It's always funny like seeing like those like toxic tweets. You know what I mean? It's like when they say like, hey, like if you're going after a single girl, it's like 1 versus like 1,000. But then if you go after a taken girl, it's 1v1.
1v1. They're like, it's like, bro, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
That's actually, that's a crazy concept because it's smarter to take the one.
It's like, I don't have to compete with all these other guys. Like, I know that she's just talking to this other fool.
You're just gonna be better than her boy, bro.
All right, hey, the fuck boys are onto something.
Dude, they're taking notes and shit.
Shit. They're validating themselves right now.
Only go with people in relationships. Dude,
bro, you're just waiting for like like post that one tweet about like how she's upset about her boy. That's when you like slide in.
You're all, hey, I know things are kind of hard right now. Like,
I would never do that.
I would never do that. I would treat you like a queen. Dude, some people just do too much trying to, because they...
That's actually a thing, though. It's called love bombing.
Yes. I'm very familiar. A lot of Cancer men do that.
Fucking Cancers.
Dude, they're like emotionally manipulative.
What's the season right now?
This is Pisces season. It's a water sign.
What's your sign?
Taurus.
You're an Aquarius, right?
Yeah. I mean, am I a water sign? Or I'm an air sign, right?
You're an air, yeah.
What's a Taurus?
Taurus is Earth. I'm an Earth sign too.
You down to earth or what?
Yeah. Okay, but
I feel like Tauruses appreciate like kind of being like a homebody too. Like they like, staying in, doing their thing. They're stubborn. They talk a lot.
Oh my god! All right, so like I can't remember the last time I went out with Mike. I love going out with Mike, but I can't remember the last time I went out with Mike. And like,
the silent disco night. That was a long time ago.
Hey, I saw him out yesterday. So
yeah, he's stubborn as fuck, bro. I mean, I don't lie.
Yeah, okay, Tauruses are hella stubborn.
I ain't gonna hold you. He's stubborn as fuck.
That's the thing. Like, is there not an air sign person that's like what likes to stay in? It's like you're just taking a vague ass fucking thing.
No. Like, if we can get into it.
No, wait. Tell me, like, just talk about an Aquarius right now, and you tell me if that's like fitting to like how I am.
All right.
That's the thing.
It's just wait. The thing is with that is like astrology. Oh my god, this hella makes me think of something, but I'll wait. The astrology is a bunch of different aspects and then that's why some people can relate and be like, honestly, like this is hella generic. Like anybody could be detached. You know what I mean? Anybody could be blank, whatever. Yeah. I get that, but when you do your full ass chart. Okay, this is kind of going back to the whole religion. It's like you don't believe in astrology, but you believe in the Bible. But
you're comparing astrology.
Yes,
damn.
No, because
y'all really a cult.
No, seriously. Like, hear me out. I get it. It's like a very bold statement, right? And we don't have to get into the whole religion thing, but astrology goes down to like coordinates. It's like numbers. Astrologically, this is where planets were around at the time that you were born. And so there's different aspects of things. That's why when you're Aquarius, right?
Yes.
But you can have, like, if you do your full chart, you can enter in the time you were born, where you were born, the day you were born, all that information. You could put that shit in, and then it'll generate like, okay, specifically in this moment of time, this is where shit was, which is completely true and valid. Like, planets are everywhere.
11th, 1997, 2:33
Dude, I'm January 11th.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's like a fucking...
That's crazy because I'm May 2nd.
That's hella cool, bro. Random ass fucking
It's like, for sure, Mike.
For sure. That's hella crazy,
he's just
bro.
trying to relate. Right?
Yeah. He's just trying to fit in.
But if you look at the stars, it's actually a crazy thing.
It's a really significant date.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's so much more that goes, and that's why, like, I feel like guys that bring up like like if you tell them that you're kind of into astrology, or they'll be like, "Hey, when's your birthday?" Like, for example, I'll be like, "Hey, when's your birthday?" And then they're like, they tell me, and I'm like, "Oh, so you're a blank, you know, or sometimes I don't because I just keep that shit in mind because I know some guys really just don't give a fuck and they don't buy into it, which, you know, is fair. I'm not going to fucking shove astrology
I ain't
down their
gonna hold
throat.
you. Like, like in psychology, they tell you like astrology is like a joke. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just saying, like they say like that's just a joke. But I mean,
just wait until
I'm open-minded, you know, like I listen to it.
Yeah,
you know, like,
because I was the same way before. I was like, dude, this shit's hella generic. Like, thanks for tuning in to Top Floor Podcast. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I feel like I'm starting my YouTube career.
You are.
I kind of am. Yeah. Was that good or?
What do you want to tell the people to do though? I mean, like, what do you want them to know?
Like and subscribe.
I want them to like. I want them to subscribe. Have some conversation about some of this shit. You know, instead of just listening. Like, you know, I'm sure people have opinions. So it's like, give your opinion.
Tell them to have an opinion.
Have an opinion. Don't be a follower. Don't be a sheep. You know, gotta lead sometimes. Say how you really feel.
All right, one more take.
Okay.
All right. You know, like, you know, be at the camera. Just fucking.
Thanks for listening to Top Floor Podcasts. Make sure you guys leave a like and comment. Let us know what you thought. Give some opinions on our topics and see if you guys agree, if you don't agree. Astrology's bullshit. Maybe it's not.
like for part 3.
Like for part 3. We can talk about it. That's cool. We can address some of the comments, some of the haters. You're probably a Libra.
What's your big like sign off? You know, you're like blowing a kiss, you flipping them off. You flexing
you guys,
a little bit.
You know what? And do your thing. Just peace and blessings. That's my sign off.
There you go.
Peace and blessings.